Billy McConnell, who's currently leading the British Superstock 1000 series. Very excited, Billy, at Brands Hatch. Gave me a few nerves when I was watching you showboating a little bit at the end of the race. How you feel about Oulton Park this weekend, buddy?
Yeah, Oulton should be really good, you know. So we obviously had a test here last week, which is the official BSV test, and that went really well. We ended up third quickest there. The weather was great, and it looks like the weather's going to be good for this weekend. So Oulton Park's always one of those tracks with Andy Reid and a few of the other boys were on the pace, and they've got good history around here as well. But there's always someone stepping up to the plate. You know, I just love riding my Suzuki at the moment. We changed some new suspension back the same as what Brad and that are on to the Turbo last week, so we spent most of the session just trying to change that. But the new Suzuki is a beautiful bike, and ever since I hopped on it, it's just been just like a duck to water, really. So it's been fantastic.
Much transition from the Superbike to the Superstock, Billy?
Yeah, well, it's a lot easier to go from Superbike to Superstock because the Superbikes, as much as everyone thinks it's going to go quicker because you've got slicks and another 20 horsepower and better brakes, you almost go the other way. They're animals to ride. They're hard to keep on line. They've got so much power they're trying to kill you, really. So they're not. They look nice and look. You know, you look at them. Geez, I'd love to ride a Superbike. And you get on one and you say, oh, what have I done? You know, it's only because that is the penultimate class. That's the premier class in the UK. That you want to be in that class and you want to try to do it. But Superstock or Super Sport is probably the funnest bikes because the Superstock you've got electronics. So if it rains or you have a misty conditions, we've got treads in the tyres. You can turn the traction up to +8. And then ride around on the traction all day. Where on a Superbike you go out, you've got intermediates, a wet or a slick, and it's pouring down with rain. You've got 220 horsepower under your wheel. They're not really fun to ride at all. And obviously the teams don't really like them when you throw them down the road because they're very expensive as well.
One question I've got for you, Billy, really, I know this weekend you'll be wearing your new factory suit, and we've seen you over the last two meetings wearing your PKS suit, and I've deemed that as your lucky suit, man. So let's hope the factory suit this weekend is going to be good for you. How do you feel about it?
I was a little bit like, if I go out tomorrow and I'm not up the top 3, I'll probably be dusting the black suit back out, or rubbing it against the new blue one. So, no, you know, it's those superstitions, sometimes you get them in your head, you just got to put all that stuff aside, and you know, it's all down to hard work and the team and getting the bike right. But that BKS suit, you know, I did love it. It fit me straight away like a glove, and yeah, we got some wins on it. So yeah, the new suit anyway, it looks like it's worth 0.5 a second, and it's got the airbag in it, so it makes you feel invincible as well. So fingers crossed we can just keep it on the black stuff. We've got a bit of a weird schedule with the Superstock this weekend. We've only got 2 sessions tomorrow, and then on Sunday we've got only one qualifying session, and our race is actually 10:35 or 10:40 Monday morning, and that's it, us finished. So we're done early, so I'll be out in a beer tent watching the Superbike.
Will that be with the beer, Billy?
Yeah, of course.
It's Australian. Okay. Sorry, I've got a couple of questions some people have written in, and the first question I've got is, could you just tell us how you got involved with motorcycle racing and motorcycling in general, please?
Yeah, it's pretty simple, same as everyone else really. There's either a family interest or whatever. My dad used to race speedway, and then solos. He came over here when he was a young fella, 18, and then hurt himself. He went back, and he actually he got into road racing quite late, just through Glenn Richards. He was helping Glenn build an engine at his workshop. He's got a bike and bike repair shop, and so yeah, sorry. I started just, my dad, we used to go out, me, my dad and my brother and my sister just down this, it's called Pelican Point, which was just a big flat field there. Everyone used to go grooning around before health and safety come in and shut everywhere down. You couldn't do anything, so just going down there on a Saturday, Sunday, riding around on Pee-wee 50s and 85s, and then actually went from there. Didn't do a lot of motocross or nothing like that, and then I was actually racing jet skis before I got into road racing, and then that had a massive die in the sport when all the sit downs come out, so there was no career in that. And then yeah, just got into road racing. Just me and Dad used to go out with 2 CBR 600s and just do track days. And then there's this thing called a bracket meeting where wherever you qualify at a time, you've got to stay within your bracket time. But yeah, that didn't happen for us. It's hard to justify that. But then we just got into racing. We used to do one small race and leads to another thing. And from the connection that my dad had with Glenn ages ago, once we started doing a ride in Australia, he got us over to his manager, got us over here to do a one-off race in Superstock, and then we won that race, and then I was meant to go back home to finish my championship off, And I ended up doing the last 3 rounds, filling in for Jonathan Ray when he hurt himself on the Red Bull Rookie 600, and then sort of thought that was it, nothing to come from that. And then a bike shop rang me up to come do the R6 Cup, which was Tamworth Yamaha, so I come over, work there 7 days a week, and they just let me keep my prize money, and they sort of pay for my race, and I live with them, and they become like my family over in the UK. You know, it's pretty 18 years old on your own, you know, living in a foreign country. We had ups and ups and downs, but we got the job done with them guys, and I'll forever be grateful with them. Always speak to them still. So yeah, still like family to me really. So met some beautiful and amazing people being involved in racing, and when I injured myself last year, I was humming and harring whether I still wanted to do it, and I was only away from the racing for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks, and it's probably most of the thing that with motorcycling that you miss or appreciate is the people that you meet through bike shops. You know, we're all here together through motorcycles, we all go everywhere through bikes, and you only have to speak to someone at the pub, and then into bikes, you've got a common ground, and you just instantly start talking. So it didn't take me long before I wanted to get back into it, and wanted to prove that I could actually ride a bike fast again and be competitive. Because 2 years in Superbike were a bit of a write-off for me, and you're banging your head against the wall, questioning yourself. And to come out at Donington and get the 2 wins, it was a little bit emotional for me, to know that we're still back up there and got some good support from the team, and Suzuki believed in us. And now, yeah, just taking every race meeting as it comes and enjoying every minute of it.
Well, Billy, you certainly brought a tear to my eye. Listen, this weekend, Billy, I think you like the circuit here. Is Oulton Park a good circuit for you? Do you feel you can go good there? I mean, I know we've got another rider in fact we've got another 2 riders that we support in your class, with Joe Collier and Andy. And Andy's pretty close, but do you think you're going to go this weekend with the weather being good and feeling confident about it?
Yeah, everyone's got to go into the weekend thinking you're the best one, you're going to do the best job, for sure. But, you know, Andy and all the other boys, Chrissy Rouse was quickest the other day, I think, and then I think Reedy was second maybe. And then there's you know, it's different every weekend. You could be the fastest time in qualifying or practice, and you know, the top 3 could be going for a win, and then someone runs someone wide, and the guy who 4th sneaks through in the last corner. You know, you can never predict what's going to happen. You just got to go in there with the intention that you want to do the best you can and try to stay out of all the trouble until the last lap. But this track's been really good to me in the past. We've had a lot of wins here on the 600s, so yeah, fingers crossed we can just carry the momentum through and what we did in the last 2 rounds.
Okay, Billy, listen, thanks a million for coming to see us this weekend. You know, this weekend, Friday today, you know. As I say, it's the first time we've ever done anything like this, and we're really pleased to be involved with you. So, good luck, man, and knock it to the back of the park, because you're beautiful.
Thank you. Cheers.